The year was 1919. America was healing. The Great War had ended and people really craved normalcy. They sought joy, and they found it in baseball, the national pastime. It was a symbol of purity, or so they thought. The World Series approached. The Cincinnati Reds and the Chicago White Sox. The Sox were favored. Legends graced their roster. Shoeless Joe Jackson, Eddie Saccott, but, something was amiss. A darkness gathered, unseen by most. The games began and strange plays unfolded. Errors, miscues, uncharacteristic honestly. Whispers started and rumors swirled like dust. Could it be true? The unthinkable? That the series was fixed? America held its breath. The sacred field had become a crime scene, a stage for deceit. Baseball's innocence was shattered. A nation felt betrayed. The game they loved, corrupted from within, by greed, by cynicism. A dark chapter began. Behind the shadows, far from the roaring crowds, a figure watched, Arnold Rothstein, known as the Brain. A gambler, a financier, a man of immense power. He moved in a different world, a world of secrets and calculated risks. Rothstein was no mere bookie, he was, an architect of schemes. His mind, honestly, a labyrinth. He saw angles others missed, and he understood human nature, its weaknesses, its desires. He played for high stakes, always and rarely lost. He did not dirty his own hands, not directly, that just wasn't his style. He preferred distance, layers of separation. He was the puppeteer, pulling strings, invisible, untouchable, or so he believed. The World Series was a new game for him. The whispers of a fix, they reached his ears. He saw an opportunity, a grand, audacious play to manipulate the outcome of America's greatest sporting event. Arnold Rothstein listened. He considered. Then, he made his move, quietly, decisively. The stage was set. The White Sox players, they were champions, but honestly, many felt cheated by their owner, Charles Comiskey. Known for his stinginess, salaries were low, promises often broken. Resentment festered, a dangerous seed waiting for the right conditions. Arnold Rothstein knew this. He didn't approach players himself, too risky, too direct. He used intermediaries, men like Abe Attell, a former boxer, connected, willing, and Sport Sullivan, a Boston gambler. They were the conduits, the messengers of the fix. The first contact was made with first baseman Chick Gandil, a key figure among the players. He was disgruntled, open to the idea. The offer was tempting, money, lots of it. More than a year's salary for a few bad plays, a few lost games, it seemed so simple. Gandil recruited others, pitcher Eddie Saccott, star outfielder Shoeless Joe Jackson, and more. 8 men in total, each with their reasons, anger, need, greed. The promise of Rothstein's money, it was a powerful lure. The plan was in motion. Baseball's soul was on the line. Arnold Rothstein was a master of self-preservation. He understood the law and how to skirt its edges. Plausible deniability. This was his shield. He ensured no direct link could ever trace back to him. His instructions were vague, his involvement shrouded. He never met the players, he never handled the cash directly, that was for others. Men like Abe Attell or his associate Nat Evans. They were the buffers. If things went wrong, they would take the fall. Not Rothstein. He remained insulated, protected by layers. Even the money, it was carefully managed. Payments were promised. Some were delayed and some never fully paid. This created confusion and distrust among the conspirators. Another tactic by Rothstein to control the situation and minimize his exposure. He was always thinking ahead. When the scandal broke and investigations began, Rothstein was called to testify. He appeared calm, confident. He denied everything. He claimed he was a victim, that his name was used without his consent. There was no paper trail, no concrete proof. He walked free, untouched, a testament to his cunning. The truth eventually surfaced. Confessions were made. The nation was shocked. 8 White Sox players, including Shoeless Joe Jackson, they were indicted. Though acquitted in court, their fate in baseball was sealed. The new commissioner, Kennesaw Mountain Landis, he banned them for life. Regardless of the verdict of juries, a harsh, unwavering decision. The players' lives changed forever, their careers destroyed, their names infamous. Say it ain't so, Joe. A young boy's supposed plea to Shoeless Joe Jackson, it captured the public's heartbreak. The loss of heroes, the tarnishing of an ideal. The players paid a heavy price, while the architect watched. Rothstein's methods were complex but can be understood simply. Psychological manipulation, he understood the players' anger, their frustration with Comiskey. He used this to make them listen, to see the fix as a solution or even a form of justice. He preyed on their minds. Emotional exploitation. He knew their financial struggles, their desire for a better life, the lure of easy money. He exploited these emotions, turning their hopes and fears into tools for his scheme. Strategic misdirection. He used go-betweens, he created confusion, he made sure the spotlight never shone directly on him, he pointed fingers elsewhere, always deflecting blame, a true master of deception. Arnold Rothstein outsmarted them all. He faced no legal consequences for the Black Sox Scandal. He continued his operations, a kingpin in the underworld. His reputation for brilliance and ruthlessness only grew. He remained a shadowy legend until his own violent end years later, unrelated to baseball. But his mark on the game, it was indelible. The scandal forced baseball to confront its vulnerabilities. The office of commissioner, it was created for this, to restore integrity, to protect the game from gamblers and fixers. Rules became stricter, vigilance became paramount. The sport had to change to survive its darkest hour, a painful, necessary evolution. The Black Sox Scandal. It remains a cautionary tale, a story of betrayal, of talent corrupted, and of innocence lost. It reminds us that no institution, however beloved, is immune to human failing or the allure of easy gain. The echoes of 1919 still resonate today. Arnold Rothstein's cunning, his ability to manipulate, to operate from the shadows, it made him a formidable figure. He may have won in 1919, escaping justice, but the scandal he orchestrated left a permanent scar on America's pastime. A reminder that the fight for honesty in sports is an ongoing battle, a legacy of suspicion, and a hard-learned lesson.